Future people, it's Monday. It's October 14th, 2024. It's Thanksgiving Day in Canada. Um, so that's fun. And I think it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah? Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Okay, we got demos. Let's start with Paul.
Okay, so there's a couple of things in here. You're going to see a brand new auth portal. We'll that one in a second. But if I log into my local auth portal, not you'll let me hit the workspaces page. You'll actually see that we expose what tier of payment plan that you're actually on. You'll see this user I'm logged in as is currently on the free tier. So we can go into Lago. We can change that. So I'm going to terminate that subscription and I'm going to edit this subscription and it will start today. So that should show me active. And now if I go and refresh, we'll change this from free trial to free tier. There's no ending that goes with it. And the next part is to be able to expose when they've actually crossed from free tier into like the actual paid plan, which I'm going to implement today. As you can see, like Wendy's done some sterling work. I'm taking some credit here, Wendy. I don't mean to do that. It's just I just skinned this based on what Wendy wanted. So if we can actually test Workspace, you can actually start to be able to see like the new awesomeness that Wendy put in place for how things look. So this is my default workspace. This is a starred workspace. I can have a local dev. I create workspace. Let's go back to that. So this is the beginnings of a lot more information here. If I invite somebody to this workspace, Paul at paulstack.co.uk, let's add that user to the workspace. They've been notified. Let's make them the owner and make me the editor. If we go back to the workspaces now, you'll even start to see that you're the role editor and the owner is Paul Stack, etc. So it's a nice use of space to be able to like add lots and lots of workspace tiles rather than be able to have these long blue lozenges. There you go.
Sweet. Okay, let's go to Britt.
All right. So, excuse me. I was doing some hacking over the weekend and modeling in SI. So, I've been looking sort of inspired by Adam's whip in POC for using ChatGPT to help author assets. I created some assets that let you sort of compose agents and tools using System Initiative. So what you'll see here is there's a tool called Stat Analyze. It has a name, it has a description. These are sort of the arguments to the tool. And then I created a prop where the code lives. And this is sort of the code that runs when this tool is called. This tool is accessible to this agent. This agent has a system prompt. So you're an analysis agent, you perform statistical and regression analysis, yada, yada. Same thing down here for clean data. And this is like removing duplicates and dealing with that. So if I look at the management agent, it also has a user prompt. So this is sort of what the user is sending to ChatGPT, to OpenAI's API. The management agent has a system prompt, which is quite simple right now. And then what you'll see is that the management agent sort of takes all of the agents, knows about all of the agents it has access to. It has its own tool, which is send query to agents. And so what you end up with is, here's the final result. So how this works is there's an action called get response. If I show you that. And so what this is doing is basically composing all of the various contexts that you send to OpenAI. So at first it sends the user message, then it sends the system message for the management agent. We hit the API to get a response. And then because we're passing, if you look at this body that we send to the OpenAI endpoint, we tell about the model, the messages, so the user message and the system prompt, temperature, and then you tell OpenAI about the functions that it has access to. When you get a response, because you sent it a list of functions that it has access to, it can basically tell you in the response what function you need to call. And so the first function it calls is the tool for the management agent itself. And then let me actually show the logs of this. Maybe that's a little bit easier. Hacking. Let's do this one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Sorry, that one. And so what you'll see is that the response that we get from OpenAI includes the name of the tool to call and the arguments that you pass it. So the loop here is that you send that first request with the user message and the system prompt. It replies and says, "Okay, cool. This is the function I want you to call." So we, sort of in System Initiative are calling that function. And it's looping through, so it knows about the agents that it has access to. It knows the tools that those agents can use, and so we're able to sort of dynamically call functions based on what ChatGPT tells us to. I had to do this locally because I added Deno to the Nixflake locally so that the code in the prop would actually execute. But, you can see, to clean the data, this is what I have to do. Now I'm going to do it. It tells you to call the analyze function. It gives you the formatted arguments to pass to that function. We run that. And then here's us executing the stat analyze code using Deno. And yeah, the ultimate payload. And it gives you sort of, I think the stat analyze is giving you like the standard deviation, average, max, min, house price, size, all sorts of stuff. So just sort of a fun little weekend project that I think really kind of demonstrates the power of what we built. And that is my demo.
That's a fun demo. Okay, I think we're on to John O.
Great.
Clearly, SI is the future of tool composition. Like in some ways, it actually is. Like that is a much better way to look at tool composition, though. Just all jokes aside.
Yep.
So I've been working on something for all the keyboard warriors out there. You'll see I've got a butane on my diagram there and two instances. And if I wanted to connect them, I want to give folks a way to do that without a mouse. Command K.
What?
And so we got a command list there of things you can do. You can connect your butane, the socket to
That's cool.
the box. Go.
No fucking way.
My SDF is running. It's good. Do the other one.
I knew this would blow people away.
Fuck off.
God's face might be my favorite.
I love
You can do-
that I didn't know this was happening.
You know, I
don't
want to
usually
see
chime in, but
something.
this is fucking amazing.
That's
I want to see something on the diagram. Okay, take me there.
Oh my god.
Oh, but you
No.
can pan too. You can move the palette.
Yeah. So yeah, basically a lot of things, where the component you want to operate on, but why,
Wow.
I don't know what my SDF is doing, but spend time trying to find it, especially when you've got 100, 200, 300 components. It's like, just go to it, just do it. Get out of my way.
Oh, I
So
mean,
you can imagine the
very
power of
unhappy.
this when we have views.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Yes,
you
of
do
course.
V, go to a view,
Yeah, or just create a component and it centers at 0, 0 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right,
Super
right.
cool.
So yeah, I've got some styling and feedback from Mark to work on, but yeah, in general, less mouse, more keyboard.
I don't know how you kept it a secret, but I'm pleased.
There's been a pull request open for nearly a week. I'm just saying.
It's a draft, yeah.
Excited for this one.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's incredible. That's so good. Yeah, let's ship that for sure.
Cool. That's it.
Nice. All right. Thank you, future people. We'll see you soon.